Hard to believe it is mid-August, it's mid-90s, but flu season is just around the corner. Now, vaccines are already available across Colorado, but some are saying it might be too early to get your flu shot. Well, Dr. Rachel Hurley with the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment is here with us to talk about that. You say it's never too early.
That is true. So that is the message we like to share. There is some research out there that does say that there could be some decrease in immunity as the season goes longer for those folks that are immunized early in the season. But really, we worry most about people who miss opportunities to get vaccine.
So this year's vaccine is available now. Is it maybe even easier to get now than usually when people start to rush as we get a little bit cooler in September and October?
That might be true. And honestly, my feeling is take the opportunities that are out there.
Right.
If you're at your doctor's office, if you're at the pharmacy and the line is short, or your work event is having a flu vaccine event, take advantage of those opportunities.
This seems early to me, but you say this is common? It's normally available this time of year?
Yeah, we do typically see flu vaccines starting to arrive in the state in August, typically from year to year.
I know it's always a bit of a guess, the efficacy year to year. They're trying to forecast what type of flus we'll be seeing or what might be coming our way. We've had up years and down years in that, right?
That is true. That is absolutely true. And unfortunately, influenza is really difficult to predict. So at this point, we really have no sense of how great of a match it might be. But we do know that health experts really did do a lot of due diligence in picking out the strains for this season. I
always think of people who are older and people who are younger, the ones that we are concerned about most. Of course, anyone who's immunity compromised as well when it comes to flu season. But with kids all going back to school, is that also an important time? Does that relate to the flu vaccine in some ways?
Yeah, so of course, flu vaccine might not necessarily be widely available right now. So there are certain vaccines that are required for school entry. So we first want to make sure kids have those
vaccines.
Yeah. But I think it's also good for parents to keep flu vaccine in mind as one of those important vaccines for school entry, right? So keeping in mind that that's also important to protect our kids. So it might not be right now that you get it, but I think certainly in the upcoming weeks it's important for schools as well.
Have we seen improvement in the predictability of flu year to year? Are they starting to get better at that science?
You know, there are lots of predictive models out there, things that can tell us when it might peak, but really it does remain unpredictable, especially knowing which strains of influenza might circulate from year to year. And so really a lot of work goes in by health experts to try and figure that out from season to season, but unfortunately it's not a perfect science.
When we call it the vaccine, we're talking about injections. There had been myths and other ways of delivering the vaccine. Where does that stand as we continue to move on?
Sure, so there is a nasal mist vaccine available again, and that is also recommended by the national group that recommends vaccine, the ACIP. So that vaccine is also available this year.
Well, Doctor, we appreciate you coming in. Hopefully people will get a chance to get that early vaccine, get started on a healthy fall and winter. It's hard to believe it's coming. It's so hot outside.
Yep.
Dr. Rachel Hurley, thanks so much.
Thank you.